guys, welcome back to CKC Garage, and today we are going to be doing an unboxing video. As you saw in the thumbnail, this thing has been sitting in the back corner of our shop for a lot of years. I kind of lost track. I think we've actually had this since 2017. So if you do the math, we're at what, 7 years? That's crazy. So I expect the battery to be totally dead, but the main goal is to do a two-part video. The unboxing, kind of the overview, size comparison to like I'm thinking it's going to be roughly the same size as a Power Wheels Corvette. This is technically it's a 6 volt, but it's the same as a 12 volt. But we're going to get this out of the box. We're going to put it side by side. I'm going to go over some of the features, battery size, just basically look it over and tell you guys what I think. And then part 2 is going to be the upgrades we're going to do. It's 12 volt, obviously. You can see it right there. This is a Kalee brand 63 Corvette Stingray 12 volt. So it'll be easy to do LED lights. I'm going to assume it doesn't have any. But again, I'm going to get this box open. It's been sitting collecting dust for a long time. So let's get to it. All right, so there she is. We got her out of the box. It came fairly packaged pretty well. I had some cardboard kind of blocking in there to keep the box square, but it comes fully assembled other than the steering wheel. So once you get it out of the box, guys, and you're going to be able to get this at Summit Racing is where we got it. So there's the steering wheel and then just a transformer based charger and the instruction manual. So first impressions, it's got like some pretty cool decals. Like they're not just fake stickers, they're actually kind of like little emblems. Well, a lot of fake stickers, but that one's pretty cool, the Stingray. Don't know what happened here, but it's got a sticker down on the bumper. It's supposed to be, I think, up there, but we're gonna get rid of these stickers anyways and drill these out and put real lights in there. If you guys know the 63 Corvette, it's got like flip up lights that were gonna be here. That'd be something cool that somebody could cut in and make these flip up. That'd be pretty epic. But we're just gonna keep it pretty simple and just put some ambers down here in the running lights. It's got like a fold out mirror here. Like, it's reflective. Now, oh, that's cool. So it's got a lock and unlock to get the dash out. Huh, never seen that before. That's crazy. All right, so let's get to it. So there's just a gas pedal, and I've never ever seen this before. These are like little push button. It must be MP3 or something. So battery's obviously under the seat here. Actually, let's before we get into that, so check it out. It's a plastic tub, but it does have a metal frame in the front. Now, tires, this is something I'll get into in the second video because people always want to upgrade these and put drill batteries in them. And this model, I believe, has a circuit board in it. So if you upgrade that battery voltage, you're probably going to fry that. So it looks very well built. Nice fat wide tires. The rims look very realistic. Some like 3-spoke spinners or whatever they call those. But scale wise, it's pretty dang cool. It's not all goofy like some of them I see. So let's get into it. So battery compartments underneath the seat, one little quarter turn. Oh, it even says right there, 12 volt, 7 amp hour. Now, it didn't turn on when I tried to turn it on, and it's because it comes shipped, and I'm sure it's going to say that in the owner's manual, with the positive lead off from the circuit breaker. So if you guys get this and it doesn't work, you got to connect it to that spade terminal there. So you plug that in, but 7 years sitting, this battery's going to be junk, I'm going to assume. So we're going to just take that 2 Phillips screws out and remove the battery and who knows, we'll try to charge it. But yeah, this confirmed my suspicion. This does have a circuit board. So you guys trying to put more voltage to this, you're probably gonna end up frying that. But I'm 99.9% sure this does not have remote control. A lot of people ask for that. They want parent steering, but it does not have that. So irregardless, the next step is to get a fresh battery in here that actually works. And here's the charge port right in front here, easy to charge, so that we can, you know, fire this thing up and see what the features are. But it's pretty no nonsense, pretty basic up here. 1 bolt to put steering wheel on, no big deal. It's got like a little holster here for maybe your phone, MP3 player. But the wiring for the battery and the motors are absolutely teeny. What do you think that is, guys? Like, I don't know, 20 gauge wire. It is absolutely teeny. In part 2, I'll probably do a comparison with a Power Wheels wiring harness. That's actually, I'll show you guys right here. Oh, shoot. Well, not there because it's bolted down. But this is the size of the battery wiring. This is 14 gauge. And then you compare that to my fingers here. This is the battery wires. It's not gonna carry the amps. This will melt. So, you know, it is what it is. This is for like a 3-year-old. But anyways, let's get this battery out, and just for giggles, we're going to put it on a voltmeter and see what it reads. Wouldn't that be amazing if it still had volts? That'd be crazy. All right, so we unzip that battery, hold down, and here is the result. 7.3 volts on the 12 volt 7 amp hour battery. 13.2 is the full voltage. So we're gonna grab another battery and we'll put this one on a trickle charger. Chances are it's not gonna get back to a full charge. We've done several videos on that. Actually, I'll put the link to that video above right here. And you know, getting a better charger is going to really extend the life of your battery instead of one of these transformer based chargers, because this right here does not stop charging when it gets full. It's just got a little transformer in there, puts out a constant voltage. Smart charger would be the way to go, guys. So all right, let's get us a new battery and proceed. All right guys, we threw a 12 volt 5 amp hour cell in there. A big topic of conversation is runtime. That stock 7 amp hour, you're probably going to get half hour runtime maybe. You're kind of limited without modifying this opening. You know, you could cut this and turn these sideways, or put like 12 amp hour or 12 volt 12 amp hour in here. Or you can open this up a little bit on both sides and put 2 of these in parallel to get 10 amp hours. Or honestly, just get a 10 amp hour battery. I think it's just maybe a little bit taller. We'll explore that a little bit further, but we got a charged battery. So we go over here to the little push buttons. And when you first turn it on, it always defaults to forward and the slowest speed. So it's got 3 speed settings. So it's on, press the gas pedal. Speed 2. Speed 3, which would be 5 miles an hour typically. I'm not a huge fan of these control boards, but one thing that is cool is, can't do it because I'm holding the camera, but if you're pressing the gas pedal and the kids want to go in reverse, actually I'll do this. I hit reverse, there's a delay, and then reverse is half speed. So it's really going to save the gearboxes. These plastic tires, they provide some slip anyways, but people always add traction to these. So that's the operation right there. And I'm curious, I'm going to leave this on and see if this actually automatically shuts off, because if the kiddo does not shut that off, it will drain the battery. Looking closer at it here, I see a little battery, but I think that that maybe means if you have the charger plugged in, it'll probably light up red. So I guess I'm gonna play with it and just update you guys on all of the features and goodies. I'm kind of curious. This doesn't look like it's in there right. Yeah, that was. I always take these off. I know that manufacturers put these motor protectors on here because if these get hot, the kids can get burned, but it also traps the heat in there. So I always take these off to let the air flow. It's got little fans in the motor rotors, so why not let them dissipate the heat? So, I mean, pretty basic. It's not going to be terribly hard to add lights to this because it's already 12 volts. And we'll probably, you know, we'll figure out a good spot to put like a rocker switch, probably over here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But it's got some potential. You can put a voltmeter up in here to see where your charge is. But I dig it. I think it's pretty cool looking. Yeah, that's the next step, is start adding some lights. And before I end this video, I'm gonna basically take it down and just do a little walk around video of it. And this will be a good comparison to you guys, because this Corvette C7 is a very popular model, and it'll give you a direct comparison to how big it is. It's got decent legroom, but definitely a little bit less than the Corvette. You can see where the seat is and the legroom area. I was actually very shocked at how much legroom these C7s have. Pretty old kids can drive these, but overall, pretty impressed. You know, it would be a good one for a Christmas present, guys. So let me do this walk around video and then end this video. All right, one last little tidbit of information. I actually read the manual and I understand some things now. As I was putting the steering wheel on for this last minute walk around video, noticed that when I took the packaging off of the steering wheel, it's got a little battery compartment, 2 AA batteries in there, and it's got some sound effects. Not bad. You start up, cold start, huh? And the old takeoff. And then steering horn. And the other things that I did figure out in the manual is this little battery indicator. Actually, that turns on when the battery voltage is low. So it's got a low voltage indicator. And when you do not push the gas pedal, I don't know what it is, maybe 2 minutes, power does shut off all on its own. And when you plug in the charger, there's no light or anything. I don't even see a light on the charger itself. But when it's plugged in and plugged into your wall, the kid can't take off in it. Like on some models, charger's still plugged in and the kid takes off and breaks the charger or the port or whatever. The only thing I don't know is what this is. I guess I should have read the manual a little bit more. But I don't know. Maybe you connect. Maybe it's got a Bluetooth that connects. I don't know. I should have probably read that. So let me look in here and see if I can see anything. Oh, USB card socket. TF card socket. Right here, it's got a picture that you can put in a memory card. I see it right there now that I'm looking at it. I don't know what a TF card is. I know what a micro SD card is. Very interesting, guys. Maybe somebody can leave a message down below what a TF card is. It says USB card socket. Looks like you plug in your MP3 player to that. So maybe I'll play with that a little bit. All right, let's get this video going. All right, so here's the final word on this Kalee 63 Corvette. It's a cool little unit. I love the look of it. The scale model of it looks real. There are a few things that I don't like, and that's kind of why you guys watch these videos, is to get an unbiased opinion, right? So the biggest thing that I noticed that I definitely am gonna work on for the next video is when I put the steering wheel on, look at the max turning radius. That's it. That's all you got. It's got limit stops. And what I mean by that is here on the spindle, it's got these little pins right here. So you just take this nut off and you cut that, and it will allow further steering radius. So I'm just going to cut them out and then see if it turns too much, and then you can always drill a hole further in and put in like a small machine screw to stop it. So on the next video, I'm going to go through that process. And while I've got this turned up on the side, you can see where I added the headlights. See the wiring there for the eagle eyes? And it goes up into the dash. Same thing for the tail lights. So I kind of had plans to add more lights, and I wanted to add them into the actual amber lenses, but when I added the headlights, you wouldn't be able to see those anyway, so it would have been washed out. So I didn't add those. And then for the back ones, you guys saw that they were just stickers, right? Well, I can't do these because that's actually where it mounts this rear section to the rest of the body. So without causing that to be loose, I can't just drill that out. So what I did is I did red eagle eyes in there, and I'll discuss that in the next video. And other concerns is replacement parts. So this is kind of cool. It's flush mount, but it's a circuit board, and I get so many messages on people looking for parts for these, you know, non-big two peg Perigo and Power Wheels. Heck, even those are getting hard to find parts for. But I would have concerns that if this was left out in the rain, or if it went bad, how are you going to get that to work? I just don't like these cheapy circuit boards. I mean, this thing is teeny. I can easily see this getting fried. So it's great for like a little 2, 3, 4-year-old. But if you guys are looking to just throw in a drill battery or a RC LiPo battery, this thing's probably not gonna survive. But one of the cool things is on this circuit board, they had these male terminals here, and I literally just plugged into it. So when you turn this on, actually no, take that back, it bypasses it. It's straight from the battery into this board. So there's lights even when the power's not on. So that was pretty easy. I did not have to hack into the wiring at all. I am curious to see if those are 550 size motors or the smaller 380 series. From here they look like 550 motors, and you can swap those out for some Traxxas or some Holmes Hobbies. But again, that's going to draw more amps, and it's probably going to fry that board. So that's the biggest deterrent for me, is those boards. But overall, it's a cool little unit. I wouldn't hesitate buying this, but don't expect this to be easily to modify. But that's pretty much it, man. Once I get that steering modified, I will upload the next video and explain a little bit of the lights and how I put those in. Until the next one, we're out.